channel. My name is Debrecen here, and thank you for coming in for another video. If you are new here, if this is your first time, welcome. If this is your second time coming to this video, thank you. I'm excited to see you here. I feel like I'm very biased for the sake of commerce because I'm just happy that you're here again. Thank you for coming in. And today we're going to talk about cultural shock in Hungary. Some of you will know, I've been living in Hungary for like a year now. Wow, that's crazy to say. I came here August 26th last year, 2021. So it's like really it has been a while. Yeah, so I just want to talk about my experience in Hungary so far as a black woman. Not really my experience, but like what I've noticed, or the cultural shock or change I've noticed in Hungary that I didn't really notice in Nigeria. So yeah, and I live in Debrecen to be exact, so I haven't gone to all parts of Hungary, so I cannot really say. So this is particularly my experience in Debrecen. The couples are very lovey-dovey, like they can like really show love, and they are very cute and everything. Especially the older couples, they tend to go everywhere with each other. Like one person is usually never alone. They shop together, they enter tram together, they enter bus together. It's actually very cute, and it's so peaceful to me in Debrecen. Like it's such a peaceful life. Like I always like, it's very quiet, it's very calm. It's not that like, it's not so serious and noisy. Budapest is another case, because when I traveled there for a while, I was like, this is different. Budapest is like Lagos. If you're in Nigeria, Budapest is like Lagos. Debrecen is like Benin, but a better version, obviously, like calmer and everything. Their couples are very lovely, like I said. Whenever they do festivities, you can see like men carrying flowers to give women stuff. You see people kissing. You're like, oh, Nigeria is, why don't you see that kind of vibe? Or like, what is going on? Even their teens, their teenagers are very lovey-dovey. Like if they are couples, you're like, oh, what is going on? Like, it's actually very cute. I love to see love, so it's nice to be surrounded with like love and everything. Another thing I've noticed about Hungarians, actually, they like alcohol. These people, they drink. Their famous alcohol is called palinka. I don't know if I've never drank palinka before. I don't really like taking alcohol. And I don't know if it's as strong as Nigerian gin, like, that gin. But one day I'll probably do like a video drinking palinka and comparing it, like if it's, very alcoholic and everything compared to the normal standard of gin. But they like to drink. And one thing, I feel like they are very peaceful drunks. Is that something to say? Because when you're walking on the street, you can see like, I used to walk on the street like maybe like 1, 2, 3 very late in the night, and I'll walk and I'll see like people who are very, very, very drunk, and they'll be like walking around and they'll be like, saying things off their heads and everything, and they are peaceful. They don't really fight or like come to meet you or harass you. And that's kind of like the fear I had initially coming here, because I was like, oh, going to harass me because I'm black, But obviously, like I said, this is just my experience in Debrecen. I don't know about Budapest, which is more populated with black people and immigrants and things like that. It could be worse. I'm not saying that people don't go through this, but so far I've not experienced it in Debrecen. Debrecen is low-key very peaceful. And has that I feel like should be talked about a lot is strange weathers. Debrecen can literally be very hot, and the next minute is like raining. Like you can never tell how the weather is going to be. Please, before you, like, if you want to step out, you really need to look at your weather forecast, because there was one time like it was very cold and I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear my coat and everything, and I came out in the next 2 hours. The sun was scorching. I even had to do a TikTok. I was like, what is going on? And they were like the locals were like, you have to be checking the weather, or like this is strange as well. So the weather in Debrecen is it's not strange, but it can really switch up on you, and you cannot, what's happening here? No, I have to cut this out. And you cannot say like it's going to be a particular weather throughout the day, so you have to be sure and carry maybe your umbrella or anything that makes you really comfortable. It can be very cold in the morning, and in the afternoon it's like really warm and you don't even need to wear a coat. So Debrecen can really be like that. It's not a bad thing, but it's something I noticed, and yeah, I think it's really, because in Nigeria it's like it's hot every day. So you're just wearing like an outfit to cool you down. But in Debrecen, you may probably wear something very cold in the morning, then in the evening or afternoon, you have to wear something lighter. Okay, so another thing about Hungary that I think is very fascinating is their thermal waters or hot springs, as we probably call it in English. I think it's very fascinating that they have like hot springs. Though I've never gone to one, but I am studying hydrobiology. So we do talk about it a lot in class, and I would love to go to one. There are a lot, and they're actually it's really cool because like a jacuzzi kind of vibe or hot. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm without the bubbles, by the way. So I would love to go to one of those as well, and I feel like that's another fascinating thing that you can see in Hungary that's probably you will not see in your country. I know it's not in mine, so yeah. Hungary also has a lot of festival activities, and I think it's really cool because I don't speak the language, so I don't really know when it's starting, but when it's happening you will know because you see like flowers and things that they're trying to do. I do live in city center, so I'm kind of like right now in the center of the fun places. So yeah, it's very, very cool to see activities and festivals and celebrations going on in their city. It's not a lot, but when it happens, everyone is really like, I think everyone's really enthusiastic to join. I've noticed that they like in this country, now they like pastry, bread. You know, in Nigeria, you see like we do like pastries and bread and whatnot, but you see like maybe pastry with like egg roll, like egg is inside, or meat pie, meat is inside, or like let me chop again. Sorry, I've forgotten. Oh my god, you know, at least something mixed in. Their own is just inside. Everything is all bread, and it's nice, but like. Like they just like bread and they will like go crazy. There was even one time we were shopping and one guy, we have eaten one of the pastry before. That's me and my friend, and we didn't hate it, we didn't like it. And I will not mention the pastry in case any Hungarian is watching because I don't want to die, because it seems like they really like that particular pastry. And we're like, I beg, we'll not buy it. And the guy came and was like, this
is my favorite. Like, he was talking about like,
I'm like, listen, is it that nice? It was not that nice when we tasted it, but they like bread. Like, it seems like a lot, which is not bad, but abba, like, it's bread. Only fun fact, I've never tasted a Hungarian meal, like a proper Hungarian, apart from fruit soup, which is really nice, by the way. It's not really soup, but it's like fruit with like heavy cream and milk. I think like when I tasted it, that's what it felt like, and maybe sugar. It was really nice, really like. But I've never had like a proper Hungarian meal, which I need to do. Have I experienced racism in Hungary? How's it been? Okay, like in Debrecen, there's always racism in every European country. So please get your mind. Even America, as far as I live in Africa, there's going to be racism because in Africa, I think we face classism, and you know, but in Hungary, in other countries, you're going to probably face racism and classism because you're black. So in every country I expected to be racism, but I won't, like, before I came to Hungary I had like the worst, like, oh my god, they're very racist because they are Europeans, and Eastern, they have the core racism. They're even worse than America. And let me tell you, in Debrecen, the racism is not that deep. Yes, you have people who touch your hair because they are fascinated by your hair. I don't know why. And they would like shift in the bus because they don't want to sit down beside you. You know, the typical racism that normal black people get. But it's not that deep where like they will follow you in the shop or they will try to say cuss words at you. They literally mind their business, if I'm being honest, most of them. So really few encounters that I have had as a black woman in Hungary, like, it's not that bad. And I'm not trying to, it's sad I'm classifying racism as bad and good and okay, you understand, but it's not that bad so far. It's okay, like it's not something that is so crazy, because if you really meet good Hungarians, they literally don't care about that. Like, they are even more worried and angry as Romanians. Like, there's just a thing between Hungary and Romanians, if you understand. So like, it's not that deep, but there's still racism, obviously. I remember when I traveled to Budapest, and Jesus Christ, that's when I faced racism. Like, I went to the Box Do Not Shop near the tram site because I was so hungry. I was like, okay, let me just eat something as I'm traveling back. And the arrant racism, like, one of the girls that was serving, she was so rude. But like in the same vein, when I was going to Budapest to Debrecen with the train, it was like the people who, what they call the train conductors, were so nice, and they were like, oh, how can we help you? So it's like, it just really depends. They're not all of them, most of them are not, but some of them are, and when they do it, it can be intense as well. And in Budapest, I heard that it's worse. Is so much worse, but as I said, I've not experienced that lifestyle in Budapest, so I cannot say, and I don't want to invalidate anyone that lives in Hungary and has experienced it, because everybody's story is different. But so far, I think it's okay for me. It's really difficult to make friends here. That's another thing I was saying. Debrecen, not because they are not friendly, I'm assuming, because I don't know. It's difficult to make friends here. Like, you could probably go to other countries, maybe because of the language barrier, it's easier. If they don't have a different language, but here it's very difficult. They also have a lot of old structure of their houses and apartments, and you'll be like looking outside, like, this building is ugly, Jesus Christ. But when you enter inside, it's actually very fine. I don't know why they don't really renovate. I think it's to keep their culture and just to, like, which is not a bad thing, because it doesn't really need to, but you don't really need to, but like, it's still nice because you want to attract people, I guess. I don't know why they keep it, if I'm being honest. I cannot say if it's like a thing, or if it's just they don't want to do it, or they actually enjoy the way it looks. But you can paint it, and but they have really old buildings where inside is actually very fine. Like this, my apartment that looks like, oh, it's cute. If we go outside, see outside is another crazy thing is Hungarian language is it's hard to learn. God knows, I sat in class and I tried. Like, it's easy to learn in class and everything, but when you hear like a typical Hungarian speaking, and they're not talking like, oh, I'm talking slowly, like, oh, this is this, they're just talking to you like, hi, you're like, what the fuck? Like, the language is very hard. Like, it's very, very hard to learn. It's very hard, and I'm coming from a country that has 500 and something languages, so I think I know what I'm saying when I say language is hard. Like, it's easy to learn, like, oh, this is this is this, like, maybe severe, okay, hello is severe stock, or severe, or severe, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like when you now make a sentence, a typical Hungarian is asking you, hi, can you please help me bring this water bottle? It is so hard to like, what? But there are some black people that have learned, so don't get me wrong, if you're determined you can learn it, but I just feel like I'm not like a language person, really. I'm not, so that's probably why I'm not good at learning the language. So that's what I'm just trying to say. Like, for me, and you don't need to actually know the language to come here. It's not that deep. Like, they're actually very cool. It's not that deep. But obviously, you want to make friends. You want to, get to know the culture, talk to people. If anybody's insulting you, insult them back. So, yeah, that's the benefits of knowing the languages. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to make a simple, light video. I feel like a lot of people ask me, it's like a culture shock. This is a culture shock I have in Hungary so far. It's really not a bad place. I feel like it's very peaceful and nice, and obviously they are going through their own economic recession right now, and I feel like the government can do more. That's weird coming from me, but like, I feel like they should be better than where they are. I don't know how to explain it. Hungary is a very nice country, really, but they should be better than where they are. They should be one of the top European countries. So yeah, I don't regret coming to Hungary. It's so peaceful. Like, it's too peaceful in Debrecen. It's nice. I wish I could travel more and experience more of Hungary vibes, and just like escape a bit from schoolwork and the rest. So that's really my plan for next year, hopefully, just to live and just enjoy myself. So far so good, and yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and click on the notification button for more content. Suggest what you want. Someone said I should do what's in my bag. I am coming for you. I will definitely do that. So please, if you have any other video you want me to do or something else, let me know in the comments, and I will do just that. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Love you guys.